This is Translit video midterm for Jill Daane. This is the voicing portion.
Hi, my name is Wendy Harbor.
Whoa.
And I work for the Disability Service.
Hold on. It didn't know there was sound for it. Hello, my name is Wendy Harbor. I work for the Disability Services at the University of Minnesota. I have my bachelor's and my master's degree, and today I'm going to talk to you about universal design. But before I do that, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I graduated with my bachelor's in psychology and education for K-12. I've been working every day in an educational system with deaf individuals that also have another disability. I have a girl that I work with. She goes every day after school to a place called Have a Heart Farm. And people are amazed by that. We also have a great friendship. So there's a farmer there that I work with, and one of his sons has the disability cerebral palsy after an accident. For a while, the farm wasn't running very well. And farms all over Minnesota and Wisconsin were shutting down. So the physical therapist for the son actually had an idea to help save their farm, and now it's called Have a Heart Farm. When people look at kids with disabilities, the perspective that they take in their own mind is that the house itself is easily accessible. They have to be careful with kids like that. It's great, but also it's an environment that allows them to embrace their creative side, and they aren't able to interact with each other in an open environment. It's a beautiful, amazing place for kids with disabilities. They have physical therapy and occupational therapy and speech therapy there for them, but it does not feel like a hospital. It feels like a farm. They have opportunities to play and build things. It doesn't feel like therapy they're receiving. It feels like a farm. They get to do creative activities like learn how to swing, and they also have a little bowl kind of thing with windows that they can crawl in or lay down in and experience a huge swing, so they don't have to actually sit on it. They can lay down and it's easier for them. Also, the children also have playground equipment with heaters so that they can stay warm while they're playing outside. That's pretty important in Wisconsin. But anyway, my first experience with universal design was because of that farm. We want that international model of design for all kids with disabilities. Now it's usually there's two ways to talk about disabilities. They have the international model of disability, or also called the social model of disability. And that model is great because it talks about disability like it's nothing. It means if you have a disability, there's nothing wrong with who you are. And it doesn't influence the way people act around you. it's not a barrier for you. Like if you use a wheelchair to, instead of stairs, use a ramp, that means you have a problem with the environment, not with your own self in the wheelchair. The stairs are a physical barrier, not a barrier of the human condition. And then we also have these social model of disability, of course. The International Model of Disability is always negative. It talks about a lack of strength or something wrong with the person themselves, that kind of disability. So you can see how these two models would compare to someone that has a disability. There's lots of research that provides a framework with the same topic. And for me, these two things connect. Because it really depends on your attitude and the kids' attitude and how they're going to change in a certain environment, depending on the model that they're taught with in their classroom.